There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. You know, people make it too complicated. Wall Street tells you the market cap and the trailing PE and the forward PE and price to sales to confuse you. All you need to know is, does the stock have volume? What's that mean? Energy. What does that mean? If you have people buying a stock, enough of the stock's being bought, it influences the prices to go up. Join my gang, philsgang.com. We're using charting, philsgang.com.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call. That's 877-600-4264. The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money, money, money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money, 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 money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grandy.
One thing that I think a lot of us are very concerned about is what's happening with the market this year. It's flat for the year, down a little bit, off its record high, both the S&P and the Dow. I know you've complained about the Fed before. How much is cheap credit globally as a part of this problem?
Well, remember this, President Obama had the worst recap that we've ever had since the Great Depression, okay, in terms of coming back. But he was dealing with zero money, zero interest money.
That's right. He's saying how Obama had the worst economic growth of any president in history. He did. He could not reach 3% with 0% interest. How can you not reach a 3% GDP growth with zero interest money? You have to be a dope. And he was. He had no experience. He wasn't a business person. He put together neighborhood parties. The guy was always a loser. Even when he was a senator, he was a loser. He was hardly in the Senate. He just had the skill. He could speak. He looked the part. Handsome guy, smart. But he was a phony. He had no experience. For a person that could have money, a president takes over and can have money at zero interest. Can you imagine what you could build? Trump, on the other hand, has to raise rates. Because we got to go through pain. Because by Obama having rates at zero, keeping them at zero for these low rates, too low for too long, why it looked like the economy was fantastic because the stock market was going up, but people are now learning the stock market has nothing to do with the economy. Oh, they're not going to tell you that. I tell you that all the time. These phonies, these jibber jabbers on these financial shows always take parking space in your head. They always hope you're sitting on the world's longest stupid bench. That you would think that the stock market, looking at the stock market, reflects the economy. This way they can mask all the garbage, mask the truth. Now the truth's coming out. As soon as you have to raise rates, you got to raise rates. Because you got to raise savings. If you don't raise savings, you can't build a country. You can build a country from savings, not borrowing. You build it from savings. You got to save. And those savings, yes, then companies, entrepreneurs can start companies. And that's how you grow a nation, with entrepreneurs. And that's why under Obama, it's the first time in history under a president that the middle class shrank. That's the last thing you want. The middle class is the underpinning. There's the strength of our economy because they are the entrepreneurs. They're the ones who build small businesses. They're entrepreneurs. And those businesses are the backbone of our economy. But the problem was when Obama came in, he had no idea what he was doing. And he keeps interest rates at zero. He should have started raising rates. Like now, look what's happening. Trump now has to have the Fed raise rates. Now, I know he's coming out and it's all theater say, oh, I'm mad at the Fed. They shouldn't be raising rates. That's not my fault. Well, of course he's going to say that. But he's forcing the Fed to raise rates. When he told Powell he could be the Fed chair, he told him what the conditions were. He says, look, you got to raise rates. Because if we don't get people saving money, we can't build our economy. But we're going to go through pain. Just like what this is a reverse. In other words, Baby Bush, when the banks collapsed, he should have let them fail. He should have let us go into recession. He should have taken those banks that failed and took their parts and spread them among the other 8,000 banks and insurance companies. We'd have been just fine. But he couldn't do that because his family was being funded by most of these banks. Goldman Sachs, for God's sakes, was the family's bank. The oil, everything else they were doing. It was too bad because he had a great opportunity. If he stood his ground and said, no, we're not going to bail out these banks, and we're going to go into a recession, and we're going to go through some pain for about 18 months, maybe 12 months, where everybody's going to tighten their belt. We're going to clean up our balance sheets. Corporations are going to clean up their balance sheets. Individuals are going to clean up their balance sheets. They're going to spend what they make. No more all this credit. See, that's what we should have done. If that happened, our economy right now would be at 5, 6, 7% our growth. Wages would be up. But no, see, Bush, he was owned by our owners. What do you mean our owners? Who's our owners? Well, the power. The 100th of 1 percentile. The 100th of 1 percentile. That is a group of about 143 million homes in this country. 143,000 homes in this country, the 1%. Their income is $27 million a year. They're our owners. That's about 540 times the worth of the average American. They control 45% of America's wealth, 85% of the stock market wealth. They are the owners, the 1 percentile, and they own all the banks. So Baby Bush, he couldn't let the banks just collapse. Because who owns those banks? The 100th of the 1%. They're the owners. They own all the banks. They own all the media companies. They own us. They own the judges. They own everybody. They own Congress. They're the ones who get the laws passed that benefit them. I mean, think about what Obama, this is interesting. Obama, when he was in Vegas, he said the other day, I think I have a cut, him the other day in Vegas, but he said the other day how he was responsible for the wealth of this country.
So by the time I left office, wages were rising, uninsurance rate was falling, poverty was falling, and that's what I handed off to the next guy. So when you hear all this talk about economic miracles right now, remember who started it.
Imagine that. That's a lie. That's a bold-faced lie. Just like this.
They run things into the ground and we have to come back and clean things up and then...
What's he talking about? What's he nuts? What's he talking about? Obama handed over a country that was bankrupt. It had a negative net worth of $20 trillion, a negative net worth of $20 trillion. Obama was spending 130% more than his tax revenue income. He was spending about $183 million an hour each day. $183 million each hour of each day. Are you kidding? He couldn't grow the economy by 3%. He handed over an economy that he couldn't grow by 3%. Obama handed over an economy to Trump that he doubled the size of the national debt from $10 trillion to $20 trillion. And when you have a national debt that big, it slows the growth. The consequences of a national debt is a killer. It slows growth. It puts wages down. That's what he handed over. He he handed over a national debt that was growing 36 times faster than the economy, or by $75 billion a day. He handed over an economy, the household debts was at $13 trillion, which now exceeds the 2008 peak. And guess what? He handed over an economy whose household income was declining, not increasing. What's he talking about? He's a liar. We'll be right back with more.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG.
When the market's open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert. It says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night. You don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grant at philsgang.com. You know, people make it too complicated. Wall Street tells you the market cap and the trailing PE and the forward PE and price to sales to confuse you. All you need to know is, does the stock have volume? What's that mean? Energy. What does that mean? If you have people buying a stock, enough of the stock's being bought, it influences the prices to go up. Join my gang, philsgang.com. We're using charting, philsgang.com.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call. That's 877-600-4264.
If you're behind, and you know you're behind in your savings, you know you're behind from retirement, you haven't got enough retirement money, you're getting worried, and nobody helped you today. Did anybody help you today? Were you able to go to your mobile device today and say, what should I do with my stock? Did anybody do a video for you today? Did your planner, did your money manager, did the guy that's running your 401k, did he do a video for you today 3 times during the day, tell you exactly what to do with the stocks we're in? No. Now, when you join the gang, you can decide what you want to participate in. You can have the full schooling where you come to our class on a daily basis. That's done over the internet, of course. Or if you're a person that says, I just want you to make money for me because I don't have time to learn, and I have a program for that. And that's called my video stock program. So when the market goes up, you're going to make money. When the market goes down, you're going to make money.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264.
St. Jude exceeds any expectation or any dream I could have ever had about a hospital. I was told we wouldn't get a bill. I didn't quite process that. How's this possible? It's possible through all the wonderful people who donate. I don't know if they are aware of what they do, but they're saving children's lives every day.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures. Saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
I will make sure that all the stocks that we are engaged in that are going up, we will get maximum returns, and we will be out of those stocks by watching our color-coded chart. You never again will have to worry about being out of an individual stock or an ETF or an index when the market crashes. You will be out before it does happen. All you got to do is join my gang, 877-600-GANG, 877-600-GANG. I'm reaching out to you. All I'm asking you to do is to reach back to the kids at St. Jude when you're making money.
Don't wait. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Welcome back. This segment is brought to you by the MaxVest 1000 stock charts. For more information, go to philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. The market is now back up 300 points. It keeps going back and forth. We've had this great volatility in this market for the month of October, but the market in October is a disaster, and it still is. The S&P, the 500 companies, is so far below their support lines, the 200-day moving average, the 50-day moving average, 100-day moving average. Once they break that support line, you got to be in a position to sell stock short. That's how you create wealth. I get so upset when I talk to people and I say, aren't you selling short? Well, how do you do that? What's selling short? But see, you've been trained your whole life by being in mutual funds, the worst thing in the world, 401k mutual fund, where you're not allowed to make money when the market goes down. Matter of fact, you're not even allowed to take your money out the day the market crashes. You got to wait till that evening. They've taken parking space in your head, Wall Street, that it's a bad thing to short stocks. It's a bad thing to make money on stocks that are going down. They only do that because, remember what Wall Street does, they make money on selling stocks. They sell you stocks they first buy themselves, mark it up to you, and sell it to you. And when they have salespeople called brokers to go out and to take the money out of your pockets and bring it back to the fund, and the fund grows from 1 million to 10 million, remember, the person in charge of that fund gets 40-50% of it. He doesn't want you selling your stock. He always wants to make sure you stay in that fund. So Wall Street has made sure, and the whole Wall Street made sure they treat selling stock short, or betting the market's going down as poison. Of course they do, because that means if they got a $10 million fund, they don't want to be knocked down to $9 million or $8 million when they get 50% of it or 40% of it. What are you, nuts? You got to know how to react in a market when it is going down. If you know how to react in a market that goes down, you know how to short a stock, you can sleep at night, and you don't care what the market does. It's like taking the chains off of you. Once you can buy stocks or sell stocks as short, as easy as you buy stocks with such ease, with such confidence, you could care less what the market is doing. You can go to bed at night and sleep like a baby, knowing you're on the right side of the market. The reason that we went from 52% of the people in the market down to about 42, almost below that now after the crash, people were scared. They didn't want to go back to the market. So what do? They went to bonds. Now they're getting their heads handed to them. Or they get these stupid annuities. Oh, we'll guarantee you not to worry. Not to worry. You'll never participate when the market goes down. You only participate when it goes up. Well, read the fine print. It doesn't work that way. You're limited to what you can make on the upside. The fees are a killer. But I don't want to get off subject here. There's too many lies going on. That's the one thing I love about charting. Technical analysis, which is a big fancy name. Nothing more. All that means is you're following the cash flow of smart people. the smartest people in the country. You're following their money. That's what charting is about. And when I designed my chart that I personally designed, that's what I did. I wanted to follow the money of the smartest people. If they're buying, I'm buying. But better yet, when they're shorting, I'm shorting. And that's what I designed as a chart, and everybody can participate. And it's not hard. You just push a button. That's all. It says sell short. Boom. Push a button. You're selling short. Then when it goes down, you push another button that says buy. You pull it back up. You've got to learn how to sell short. That's your leverage. That's your protection. I want to go back a moment here. I want to finish this up because people totally misunderstood what's going on when Obama handed over this economy to Trump, what he really got. And when he says this, when Obama says this.
So by the time I left office, wages were rising, uninsurance rate was falling, poverty was falling, and that's what I had.
That is a total lie. Wages were rising? No, they weren't. Using the most reliable withholding tax receipts, wages adjusted for inflation under Obama for eight of his years. Remember, wages have been on decline for 15 years. During that 15 years, 8 of those 15 years was in office. Don't listen to the BLS and the government numbers. Go look up the withholding tax receipts. But even worse, the wages adjusted for inflation down. He's a liar. They're down. But even worse, the buying power of the dollars in your wallet was reduced under Obama by 43%. He says healthcare costs were down. No, they're not. Are you kidding? Anybody who buys health insurance knows that's a lie. Obamacare premiums are rising between 25 and 147% in the states that are participating in Obamacare. I have Blue Cross Blue Shield. Mine's been going up 20% a year. Poverty under Obama increased from 13 to 15%. He's a liar. Why would you ever be so lucky to think he would tell you the truth about anything when he said to you, if you like your insurance, you like your doctor, you can keep it.
If you like your doctor, you will be able to keep your doctor. If you like your health care plan, you will be able to keep your health care plan.
He's the one who should have been impeached. If that was a Republican, they'd be impeached. He would have been impeached. That's an impeachable offense. He hurt everybody in this country. Clinton, who did he hurt? He didn't hurt anybody when he got impeached. Talking about, he said he has to clean up all the things that run into the ground. Wait a minute.
They run things into the ground and we have to come back and
clean them up? What's he talking? Is he talking about Bush? Are you kidding? We'll get to that truth when we get back in some stocks that you should own.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
When the market's open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert. It says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night. You don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Phil'sGang.com has taught thousands of people from all walks of life how to invest and make profits in the stock market. Phil'sGang.com can help you generate extra income, maximize your retirement financial savings, and teach you how to avoid costly investing mistakes. With the Phil's Gang membership, you get all the comprehensive stock research and data, analysis tools, Phil's recommendations, and the professional customer support you need to make smarter, more profitable investing decisions. Don't wait. Call today, 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. Or go to philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. 877-600-4264. Did you know Phil Grandy hosts a daily live stock market investing webinar class? Never miss a beat with the market and your investments. Learn, invest, and profit with philsgang.com. Call 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-GANG. What if you could have an in-depth understanding of the stock market just like the pros? Well, thanks to Phil Grandy and philsgang.com, you can. philsgang.com offers comprehensive, up-to-date market information designed to help you understand and anticipate market behavior. With philsgang.com, you'll build your investing confidence even through down cycles and periods of uncertainty. Go to philsgang.com. philsgang.com today. 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here, and it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from, all that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
Why pay thousands of dollars for a weekend seminar when for only $39.95 a month, philsgang.com provides all the daily market investing information you need to make profits in the stock market. With over 40 years of investing experience, only Phil Grandy and the philsgang.com team provide daily live investing webinars, up-to-the-minute market updates, all the investing educational videos you can imagine. Don't hesitate to learn, invest, and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264.
I will make sure that all the stocks that we are engaged in that are going up, we will get maximum returns, and we will be out of those stocks by watching our color-coded chart. You never again will have to worry about being out of an individual stock or an ETF or an index when the market crashes. You will be out before it does happen. All you got to do is join my gang, 877-600-GANG, 877-600-GANG. I'm reaching out to you. All I'm asking you to do is to reach back to the kids at St. Jude when you're making money.
Don't wait. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Welcome back. This segment is brought to you by the MaxVest 1000 stock charts. For more information, go to philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
They run things into the ground, and we have to come back and clean things up, and then...
Oh, they'd come back, clean things up. No question. Baby Bush was a lousy president as a result of the housing crash. $3.3 trillion in individual home equity was lost. Another $6.9 trillion in individual stock wealth was lost. $3.4 trillion in 401k retirement costs were lost. And let me tell you, that is nothing compared to what's going to happen now. Obama then handed over to Trump, a country that lags behind nearly every other first world nation in closing the gap in the classes. People have no understanding what Obama handed over. QE created such an income gap, income inequality, that he grew the biggest wealth. Most of the wealth went to very few people. The 1/100th of 1%, not even 1% of 1%, 1/100th of 1%, now make an average of $27 million a year, while the average income of the bottom 90% of us make not what is reported by the government of $38,000 to $40,000. That is a total lie. That's a bogus number. The average income, we have 147 million people working in this country. The average income per person is $31,244, not the $41,000 they're reporting. The bottom 60% of Americans had 65% of their net worth tied up in their homes during that crash. The top 1 percentile, not including the 1/100th of the 1%, they just had 10%. Most of their wealth was not in their home. They're doing just fine. The corporate executives, because of QE and stock buybacks, they're making 62 times more than their average worker. That's just some bonuses, not counting the executive salaries they're making. And because of stock buybacks, the bonus executive salaries are up, bonusing up 13 million a year extra. The problem is we got too few people with all the money. That's the problem. That was all created by Obama with quantitative easing. He's the one that's responsible for the big stock market rally of 300%. Trump comes in. Now he's got to raise rates. He has no choice. You can't keep rates at 0%. So now the market's going to suffer. He's going to suffer for it. He has no choice. He's got to raise those rates. Now, he's not going to take responsibility. He's going to put it off on Powell and blame him. But you have to raise rates, and he knows that. He's the only one that had the guts to raise rates. Obama, in his 8 years, he should start raising rates the minute he got into office. He should start raising rates and taking the hit. Our GDP right now would be at 4%. And then Kudlow comes out and lies we're going to be at 4 to 5% GDP growth. He's a liar. No, I know him. He's a good guy, but he lies. I shouldn't say he lies, because he is a good guy. He just embellishes. I mean, he's a salesman. He gets so enthusiastic, he believes his own crap. He does. He believes in his mind it's going to go to 4 to 5%, so he believes it himself. Trump's got to fire him. So between 2007 and 2009, Wall Street profits, remember, went up by 720% between 2007 and 2009. Remember that. And that's while unemployment rates doubled. And that's when home equity dropped by 35%. So who's making all the money? So let me see. So if unemployment rates were doubled, home equity dropped by 35%, and then you have the 1/100th of the 1%. They control the companies on Wall Street, and those companies, those profits were increasing by 720%. Don't you think it's a little odd? Well, the bottom 90% of the nation has constantly lost money. Now the 1% has gained. And in fact, the upper class, because they make so much money, none of it trickles down to the economy. Remember, that was supposed to be the deal with this tax cut. It was supposed to trickle down to everybody. Doing the big tax cut, we're supposed to pay for it because the tax cut they're going to create all kinds of jobs, remember? And when you have they're going to create all kinds of jobs once they get that tax savings. And then because more people are working, getting paid more, going to go out and buy stuff, and 70% of consumer consumption is what grows the economy. And therefore, we collect enough taxes to pay for the $1.2 trillion in tax cuts we give. None of that work didn't happen. Now we're borrowing money. That's why interest rates are going up. You got to learn how to short the market. You got to learn how to short the market. And by the way, the wealthy, remember, there's 250 members of our Congress, 250 cockroaches in our Congress that are millionaires. Their median net worth is about $891,000, or 9 times that of the average American. So don't you think every law they pass is going to benefit them? First of all, it benefits the 1% of the 1%, and it benefits them. And the 1% of the 1% have so much money that they can buy them. Because whatever they want, the 1% of the 1%, when they say, hey, we need a tax break, we got to shelter this, we got to shelter that, we need this law passed, that, it benefits the rich who are in Congress. We're screwed. So what do? Why don't we just buy stocks? These wealthy people know what stocks to buy. Oh, they don't go read and study 10Ks and no, they all get together. They know what stock they're going to buy. Here, give you an example. Or sell short. Let's take the spiders. The S&P 500. How was it? I was able to know on going back to October 3rd. I said, let's start shorting the spiders. It's going to collapse. We're going to have another correction. And it dropped from 292 all the way down to 259. And it's still red today. So we had another 11%. That's after we shorted the 11% in February, which I called on January 16th that would happen in February. I said it would happen, we'd have a correction between January 16th and the second week of February. Exactly what I said. Now listen to this. If things were so good, then why is this happening?
Home prices, what do you got?
Yeah, it's not what was expected. It's the slowest growth in nearly 2 years, Stu. So what we're seeing is...
Wait a minute. Slowest growth in 2 years. Slowest growth in 2 years, Stewie. Hey, Stewie, slowest growth in 2 years. How could that be if the economy is so fantastic? If the economy is the best ever? How could that be? That's what they told us, remember? We're in the best economy ever. And remember what Payne said.
This is the greatest economy ever.
Yeah, greatest, but wait a minute, what's going on?
Home prices, what do you got?
Yeah, it's not what was expected. It's the slowest growth in nearly 2 years, Stu. So what we're seeing is that we know that sales are flat to lower. Now prices are starting to reflect that, and prices are starting to slow down as well. But overall, prices are starting to slow down and come down.
Oh, wait a minute. We had the best job growth ever. We had the lowest unemployment rate ever. We had the fastest economic GDP growth ever. We had the wages, the best wages ever. The strongest economy ever. The biggest capital investment ever. The best corporate earnings ever. The best savings ever. Everything was the best. And who was that coming from? Wall Street. So, why is it then home prices are down?
A huge miss for new home sales in September. Existing home sales down. That is a big miss. Pending.
Yeah, big miss. What do you think? Because people don't have the money. They never had the money. And as long as they could keep that stock market going up with 0% money, they could keep doing stock buybacks. Remember the two crimes. Quantitative easing, where they printed money to bring the interest rates down to zero, and the stock buybacks. With those two things, they could move the stock market up 350%, that masked all the things that were wrong in the economy under Obama, that he gave us an economy that was ready to implode, that he hands it over now to Trump. Best wages ever. How can you say we have the fastest economic growth ever and the best wages ever? I can give you facts to show you it's a bull-faced lie. When we get back, we're going to take a look at some stocks you should be in.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grant at philsgang.com. You know, we raise money every day for St. Jude, and we need your help. And I will reach out to you and help you learn how to invest in stocks. It's a whole new game out there. No more is there investing in stocks based on fundamentals. Those days are gone, totally gone. So look, join my gang, philsgang.com. I'll help you, and then you help St. Jude. Learn how to use a chart.
Sign up today. Simply go to philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com, or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264. philsgang.com. What are people saying?
Back about 2005, I found myself out of work. One of the things I was doing was KCA was playing Phil's Gang at noon, and he was predicting in 2005 a collapse of the housing market. Phil's Gang feller, he was on it, and nobody else was predicting what he predicted, but he was on the money. He was talking in 2005. He was talking about how people had the teaser rates with their mortgages and that the whole thing was going to collapse. And he knew what time it was. You got to respect that.
With the PhilsGang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at PhilsGang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At PhilsGang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And PhilsGang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the PhilsGang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at PhilsGang.com. That's PhilsGang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG.
St. Jude exceeds any expectation or any dream I could have ever had about a hospital. I was told we wouldn't get a bill. I didn't quite process that. How's this possible? It's possible through all the wonderful people who donate. I don't know if they are aware of what they do, but they're saving children's lives every day.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures, saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
PhilsGang.com has taught thousands of people from all walks of life how to invest and make profits in the stock market. PhilsGang.com can help you generate extra income, maximize your retirement financial savings, and teach you how to avoid costly investing mistakes. With the Phil's Gang membership, you get all the comprehensive stock research and data, analysis tools, Phil's recommendations, and the professional customer support you need to make smarter, more profitable investing decisions. Don't wait. Call today, 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264, or go to philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com, 877-600-4264. Did you know Phil Grandy hosts a daily live stock market investing webinar class? Never miss a beat with the market and your investments. Learn, invest, and profit with philsgang.com. Call 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-GANG. Are you ready to get serious about your financial future? You know, reduce your debt, pay off those student loans, and prepare for retirement. Taking control of your finances can be intimidating, but with philsgang.com, you'll be educated and guided to make smart investment decisions in the stock market. If the market is up or down, philsgang.com is the only source where you'll learn how to trade stocks and how to invest in the stock market using professional-level skills and strategies. For more information, go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Show. Learn, invest, and make profits with philsgang.com and give us a call, 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. You know what really upsets me is I know that I have a chart that does the job. I have a chart where when the market starts going down or your particular stock goes down, you're going to get out in time before it does. Here, give you an example. Lowe's. We started to go long Lowe's, buy Lowe's. It was around May 14th. And Lowe's went up about, I think about 35%. So let's say my average gang member, say he got 20% out of it. But here was the important thing, is when Lowe's turned red. So let's say a gang member got between 10 and 15%. Let's do that, average it out, 10 to 15. But the important thing, he was able to keep his profit. He didn't listen to these jibber jabbers. They watched their chart. They knew as long as the institutions were pulling their money out and it reflected on my chart, it turned red, it was time for them to take their profit, whether it was 10%, 5%, 20%, 30%, it doesn't matter. What matters is they saw it turn red and it was a sell signal to get out. I don't care what percentage they made. That's up to them when they get in. When it turns green, they decide when they want to buy. But when it turns red, you get the hell out. But then you have an option. Why just get out? Let's participate on the way back down. And we did. And it went down another, what? I think 18%. Went down 18%. So let's say that some hesitated. Say they got 10%. Let's say some got 6%, 5%. Let's say they got 5% up and 5% down. They were asleep or something. I don't know. So let's say they got a 10% return going up and down. Isn't it nice to know that Lowe's, you made money on the way up and you made money on the way down? It's not a gimmick. It's just following the money. I've been on this earth for 72 years, for God's sakes. Been in the market for over 40 years. And the one thing I figured out, if you can get people out of stocks before they crash, they'll be with you forever. It's not how much money they make. It's how much they just don't want to lose money. And that's why gang members have been with me for years and years. Because that's what we focus on. Making money is the easy part. Look, the market goes up 72% of the time. In 80 years, we only had bad crashes, 7 bad crashes in 80 years, just 7 of them. That's it. 7 out of 80 years crashes? And then you turn around and you know that every time you buy a stock, here, I'll give you another one. Here's one we bought. Here's what we did. I said, when we had that first fall in February, the market dropped, and then started to rally back up, took 200 days to rally back up. I said, okay, let's stick with interest-sensitive stocks. So let's take Toll Brothers. I said, Toll Brothers is going to collapse. I said, so isn't Lennar. I said, they're all going to collapse because they're interest rate sensitive. People can't afford these mortgage rates, these fixed-rate mortgages, because now they're going to be moving the 10-year Treasury yields up because they got to start selling. They got to start selling treasuries to China, to the Saudis, to raise money to pay the $1.2 trillion lie that Kudlow came up with. That we're going to pay for this tax cut with the additional revenue coming in, because once they get the tax cut, the large corporations are going to increase everybody's wages and people are going to run to the stores and buy, and 70% of spending is what drives our economy, so our economy is going to go up 4 to 5%, he said. Now, what's going up 4 to 5% is the interest rates, because they still have to be selling treasuries, and they're even selling the treasuries now, $600 billion this year, which is part of the $4.5 trillion they got on their balance sheet, the Federal Reserve, which they got to get rid of. Because if the stock market crashes, we're so screwed because there's no room on the balance sheet to lower rates. At least in the 2008 crash, like I explained yesterday, we had plenty of room on the balance sheet of the Fed. They only had a balance sheet with $450 billion on it. Now it's a $4.5 trillion. That all came from buying the 10-year Treasury yields, the Treasuries that dropped down the interest rate in 2008 when it crashed from 3.7 down to 1.1 or 1.2. So why don't you work with me? We got some great stocks here. We got the builders. The banks are going to collapse. But here's the other thing. Now that the builders, here's one we're following right now, Toll Brothers. This is one of our favorites. So Toll Brothers have dropped since August. Okay, we're just taking from the last time in August. So Toll Brothers have dropped about 15%, say $39 down to $28. I told my gang 28%. So let's say my gang got 10%. Okay, 10%. Not everybody got it at the same time. But now it's green. It turned green. My gang is out. They got their profit, but here's the beautiful thing. Not only do they make the money going down, but on Toll Brothers, they're going to catch it on the way back up. Because everybody who sells short a stock, I mean the big institutions, when they sell short, when they say, the institutions say, we think the stock's going to go from 40 down to 28, that's selling short. They borrow the shares. Now when it gets down to 28, from let's say 40, that's when they buy the shares. So that pushes the stock up. So it just turned green. The first day, green. We wait for 2 more green days, then we buy. So why don't you try it for a month? 877-600-GANG. 877-600-GANG. Try it. Try it for 1 month. And you see it works. Now listen to this stuff. Listen to this.
Time for the final trade. Tim.
I think Lowe's has really underperformed this move, and relative to Home Depot, actually overly cheap. Go out and buy Lowe's.
Overly cheap. Go out and buy Lowe's. Really? Overly cheap. Okay. So let's see what he did. So on October 10th, it turned red, from green to red, at $110. Today, it's down to $94. So it's down 14%. So you listen to the guy because you think he's a smart jibber jabber. He's on CNBC, or he's on Boomy Bergs, or he's on who knows what he's on. So he's smart. I'm going to write that down. And then they go and they buy it now, and it's dropping. The one thing you know by looking at the chart, for God's sakes, it's red. Why would you buy it? Why would anybody buy it? Because you're listening to these educated nincompoops.
Wow.
The market's down 431 points. Who told you this crash was coming? But here's the important thing. Shouldn't you be short? Why are you sitting in stocks right now long? Because you're in 401ks, and you're going to be calling your broker now. You're going to be calling your broker. What should I do? What should I do? What should we do? He says, don't worry, everything's going to be just fine. Because his job is to make sure you don't get out of the market. He's got to keep you in. And most of the time, he gets you to buy even more. Because what he'll say to you, stay in Lowe's. Buy more of it. It was at 110. Now it's down to 92. Why don't you buy some more? Cost average down. And you call your wife, you go, gee, I called George, our broker. You know the stock, we bought at 110? It's down to 92. He was so nice, he got me in at 92. We bought 500 more shares. Isn't that nice? Can I bring him home for dinner? Please? Pretty please? He got us in at $92. We bought it at 111. Now it's 92. Isn't he a good man? What are you, nuts? Look, 50% of our 147 million workforce in this country is making $30,000 a year. Stop listening to the lies. It's 41,000. Everything. Remember, it's the same 1/100th of the 1% who make an average of $27 million a year. That's their income, $27 million a year. Who control the 6 media companies that control everything we hear and see and listen to. They control Congress. They control our judges. They control who's going to be running for president. They control who's going to be put up for a judgeship. And they control Congress. And they control every stock in the stock market. They control 45% of all the assets in this country. They control 45% of all the assets. And they control over 55% of the stocks. So when they want to go down, it's going to go down. When they want it to go up, it's going to go up. And when they want a law passed that's going to protect them so they have to pay tax, they're going to run that law. And the same law is going to protect the congressmen because they are rich too. The only way you're going to make money, you're not going to do it with wages. You've got to do it by investing those wages. Not in 401ks. Try it with just one chart. $39.95 for God's sakes. 877-600-GANG. They're waiting for your call.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-6